Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. Back with the new moon in Aries reading. So a little bit all over the place because I was doing readings last week. I'm sorry that there wasn't one yesterday as well. So I'm just going to wait for some people to come on and then see what the energy's there. People are coming into this. This lighting is really bad in here. I really need to sort it out. So hi, let me know you're there. Hi, Magic. Hi, Mandy. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Thank you. How's everybody else? Hey, Open Mind Tarot. Yeah, I was just saying there, apologies that I didn't come on yesterday. We had, Sunday was a beautiful day, a lot of underlying, but a beautiful day, and we ended up drinking too much wine. And when I woke up yesterday, I thought I'm spending the day for myself. So so I just had a very restful day yesterday. Hi, Paul. So I am going to be carrying on the weeklies, like the days of the week. Sorry, I don't know where they are with all of this. But you're locked down now in the UK. Yeah, I feel that's for the best. I mean, we're on day 10 here now, I think. Hi, Marianne. I will be on tomorrow. And what I have done as well, I will keep saying this throughout this reading, is as of today, when I finish this reading here, I've opened up a Facebook group on Facebook, and it's Love Buddha Lounge. And it is eventually going to be for my work, but at this moment in time, it's going to be so I'm there, I'm available, people can put things on. I'm going to be posting every day on there as well, things that just to try and help people through this. So if you want to join, it's Love Buddha Lounge. If you go on it now, there's not that much on it, but as of today, me and my daughter are going to be manning it as well. So there's just another place that we can connect. I can come on and do lives, answering questions and things like that, because it's going to be like my platform rather than YouTube's, so it's going to be what people want. And I have been asking what people want me to do during this time. So there's a little bit of guidelines there about what is needed, I feel. So Love Buddha Lounge on Facebook. If you want to join me there, then it would be lovely to see you. Well, I can chat more on there than what I do on here. So, right, okay. First of all, how's everybody doing before I start with the energies for this Aries moon and with the readings for all of the star signs, sun signs? Yeah. Your wisdom. That's lovely working with your Ben. Yeah, she's, you know what, it's really nice because it's given us a chance to connect as well, So it's going to be a little bit of a family affair there, and she's fun as well. You can all get to meet her. The lockdown will allow us to be like the caterpillars awaiting transformation. Exactly, Paul. And this is what we've got to see. We've got to see the good in this. I've been writing a lot and things like that, which I will share on this page rather than just reading them out here all the time. Your dog has no food. Is there anybody that can get it, Mary? We were just saying how happy he is. He's over the moon here because he's got people around all of the time. He's loving it. So, and because we can't hug anybody, everybody's pinching Hendrix for a little bit and getting hugs off him. So he's absolutely in his element with this. So, right, does anybody have any questions before I start this reading? Anything anybody would like me to look at just before I start? Hi, Joanne. And can I just say thank you as well for coming on? This is, like I say, this is helping me a lot, by having this place. Hi, everybody. We have a lovely group here. And like I say, we can all connect a little bit more if we go on to that group, the new moon, what's coming. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, as I said, when I started the videos last week, I've put a break on my personal readings at the moment. I feel it's more of a collective where we are, where we are currently. It's a collective crisis. Okay, so that is what I will be dealing with. Maybe mid-April or something, I might open my readings up, my personal readings again. But for the moment, it's here and there. That's why I've opened this page, so that, people have a kind of place to go with that as well, myself included. So will I be okay? Yeah, we'll all be okay. We will all be changed with this. We will. But like I say, it's I feel this is necessary in a lot of ways. And I'm not in any way poo-pooing, or, as I said last week, this isn't, we cannot spiritual our way out of this, although we can use our spiritual tools to help us get through this more easy. I mean, this is what Spirit had said to me, that if we see this as an experience, if we accept it, if we surrender to it, and that is when we will evolve. So I know it's very easy for people to go into the doom and gloom or the dread, but that is projections. What's happened in the past, what's happening in the future, they're not relevant now. It's about staying present and staying centered, taking each day at a time, kind of thing. If we think about the Serenity Prayer, I think that the Serenity Prayer is very apt for this. Right, so Mary, you're a psychic and a tarot reader, and are you seeing not good things? Yeah, I mean, there's look at what's going on. You stick the news on, you speak to people, there's not good things happening. But as a psychic and tarot reader, you should also know that there is a duality. It is the dark and the light, the yin and the yang. This is it within everything. There is two sides to it always. So my focus is on steering us through it. I'm not in any way disregarding the darkness. Anybody that watches my videos know that I believe the darkness is actually where we have our most growth. You look at anybody who, is a teacher, spiritual teacher, anybody who sees things in a different way, it's because they have been in the dark, so I'm not dismissing that at all. But to me, it's about, okay, how do we navigate through this? It's not that bad things aren't going to happen. Bad things happen on a daily basis anyway within the world, but good things happen as well. And this is it. Whenever you go down that dark thought, look for the good. Whenever you go down that good thought, look for the bad. We need to keep our balance. This is what we need to do. So feel like we're being held. Angelic support, yes, I do. I do too. I mean, I have had a lot of my family who've passed into spirit have been here with me. It's like, wow, really? So yeah, people are coming together, and this is what we've got to see. We've got to see beyond what is currently happening, but stay present as well while doing that, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go into this Aries moon and see what we're having with this as well, So it's the Aries new moon tonight. Now, with the Aries new moon, this is always the start of, a new lunar cycle. So this is basically year, right? But this Aries moon is the beginning of a whole new chapter in our history, in the history of the earth. So when we look at Aries and we see what Aries is determined. Aries are brave. Aries are the leaders. Aries are the ones that you want to see in the front line, the ones that you want to follow, because Aries have almost no fear, really. They're boom, they're there. I have a very dear friend on this island, and I always say, whatever kicks off, I want him behind me, because he's there, he's strong, he's stoic, he's determined, he gets a vision in his head, and that is what he does. And this is what it's asking us to do here, to harness this Aries moon energy. Now, new moons are all about setting intentions for things that will be to come. So this is a time now for us to see, right, okay, Where do we want to go? How do we want our future to be? And what can we do currently to enable that in the future? So, every single one of us, I believe, is on this earth for a reason, but we've got to look at that we have been living kind of outdated, old way of living, like, the way we've been alive. It's still very Piscean. It's still very, the rules were put down in kind of the dark ages. And now what we've got to realize is that we have evolved, and we need to evolve, and we need to practice this in order for the earth and the world to get back to the way it should be. Now, currently, this is crazy. It's like the whole world has been given a massive ayahuasca trip. This is how I feel. And that is never easy. Anybody who's took plant medicines or anything like that know that it's not good. We need to go right down into the depths of hell and walk through them in order to find our heaven. Okay? So it's in our darkness that we find strengths that we never knew we had. Okay, and we must face our darkness before we find this light. Now, this is what is happening currently, because we have this moon in Aries tonight, this new moon in Aries, and it's conjunct with Chiron. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay, so that talks about our deep wounds, on a personal level, but also our deep wounds as a planet as well. So whenever Chiron comes, it can be dark, but there is always a key in that darkness that we can actually use, to give us to this freedom, to see the light eventually. So what's happening currently is, with everything aligning the way it is, I mean, I'm not an astrologer, but I know a bit, this is given a massive transformational opportunity, but also a very, very intense one as well, So if you think of Aries as fire, this is saying to us, we need to do that fire walk. We need to walk through them flames, okay? And it's also, Chiron is telling us that we can heal ourselves, and we need to heal ourselves before we end up healing the world or playing our part in healing the world. So we need to treat ourselves and others and any situation with compassion and empathy. This is what this new moon is asking us to do. So this is telling us to be brave. We're always, bravery doesn't mean that we're not scared, because this is actually, the fear within this, I feel, is very valid, and it's making us feel real fear rather than the fears that we live with that now don't seem that scary. So we are going to be, during this time, this next 2 weeks of this Aries new moon, we are really going to be confronted with ourselves here, as well as what's going on in the population. We are going to be confronted with ourselves. And I always say that this island is like a hall of mirrors. Wherever you go, you cannot hide yourself. You cannot hide from yourself. And that is how there's some deep transformational work done on this island. I mean, I know I say this place is heaven and hell in unison, and it's because it forces you to do the work. And this is what we are going to be forced to this next 2 weeks. The more control we try and have, the harder it is going to be. What we resist will persist, and that is going to come knocking all of the time until we answer that door. Okay, so this is going to tell us, it's going to show us our shadow sides, show us our dark sides, but it's also going to give us an idea of who we want to be and who we want to be in the future. If you remember, anybody who's watched these watched these videos, I've always said that 2020 will be a massive turning point for us. It's 2020 vision. Okay, this is seeing clearly. seeing the dark and the light in unison and using the two of them. We cannot, like I say, we cannot sit in doom and gloom, and we cannot just go, oh yeah, it's pretty, I'm going to do a ceremony and burn some Palo Santo and everything's going to be over. That is not the case. That is not what is going to happen here. And like I say, anybody who has done these plant medicines, it is tough, it is hard, but it's to release. And this is what we are being called to do here. And there's a great quote that I wrote down, and it says, when you know yourself, you're empowered. When you accept yourself, you're invincible. And this is what we are being called to do. This sums up this whole situation as well, because Aries is about passion, okay? What are you passionate about? Not what you are aggressive and what you want to fight for. It's what are your passions? What are your true passions? And I feel there are so many people that will discover this within them during this time as well, but they're also going to discover their courage in order to kind of fight for their dreams. So this is it. Aries is the warrior. But I want to say to you here that during this time, we will be tested. Okay, we will be tested. We will kind of, our wills, our wits will be tested as well. It's not going to be an easy time here. Okay, but if we use this Aries warrior spirit, this Aries fire, this Aries like passion that we have, and we all have it, then we can get through this, and we can get through this with lessons as well. Now, like I say, we've got Chiron, which is the wounded healer here. So this is also symbolizes the health, illness, disease. That is what it is. It's a comet, I think. But for every single disease, there is a cure. And this is what Chiron gives us. So it will show us the dark. It will not be pretty. It's almost like we're detoxing. Anybody that's been on a detox, they're not pretty, but the rewards come afterwards. Like I say, anybody that's done plant medicine journeys, it's not pretty. It's not easy. But the way you feel afterwards is amazing. It breaks you open. And this is what we are being currently called to do here. Anywhere we've been in vanity, where we've been really stuck in our ego, where we're thinking we're better than people, where we're thinking we're separate, where we're chasing to become higher, where we're stuck in this little bubble, like this tower, which is currently crumbling. And this is telling us that there is no separateness. We are no better or no worse than anybody else. We are in this together, okay? And like I said, this is a time when we have to kind of, fight for our own right to be who we are. And this is where we're going to discover it, because there are so many people that don't know who they truly are. They play a role, or they do what they think they're supposed to, or, they just go along like sheep. This is breaking us open. It's called the Great Awakening for a reason. All of those that are sleeping, it's like, wake the fuck up. Because this is what I've been saying for the last couple of years. If you don't wake the fuck up, this is where it is going to be hard. And this is where it is going to be tough. Anybody know when somebody wakes you suddenly, it's not a nice feeling, but if you allow yourself to wake gently, then that's better. This is the advice that the spirit have been given for the last couple of years, because they knew this was coming. So it's about, right, okay, you're not going to do it. We're going to plunge you into it. And like I say, we're all getting this big dose of bloody medicine, which is going to be tough. I remember my mom saying to me, the worse the medicine, the worse the taste, the better it works. And this is exactly what's going to happen here, So it's we need to be brave with this. We need to be courageous. We need to not go into our ego. We need to be alert, present, feel the fear, and look about the future, what we want to do as well. Because this is setting the standard of how our future will be, and as I say, when things are taken away from us, we realize what is important and what isn't. And this is what we're all going to learn here, what is truly important, what is truly valuable to us, and where have we been putting energy, where, almost like a pipe dream where it doesn't work. Okay. And I feel as well that I was reading somewhere that people who try to keep busy all of the time, okay, that is actually a form of trauma because they don't want to sit with themselves. And this is, I feel, one of the hardest things to do. Now, I'm being alerted there. Sorry, again, they keep coming in and side swiping me. The invitation. Hold on, I want to do it. I want to read this. The invitation by Aura. Now, this was a poem that I read years ago, and it really had a massive impact on me. But I realized at the time when I read it that I needed to be able to answer yes to all of the questions that it poses in it. And, it took me a long, long time before I could. There was a few of them, it was like, I can't. And I love the end bit of this. So I want to read this out and then I'll get on to the personal readings. So it says, it doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, be realistic, and to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself, if you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul, if you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty every day, and if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand at the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up night after night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what and with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in those empty moments. And I just think, boom, that is exactly the questions that are going to be posed to us during these next couple of weeks, And like I say, I think there's a lot of people will struggle. Those that, like I say, and the egoic that are all about control, that are all about this, it's going to be hard because, there is a lot of things within this that we can't actually control. Okay, so that bottom part, I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in those empty moments. And I think, that sums up a lot of what is going on. It was funny, we were laughing the other day because, I simplified my life on purpose because this is what I wanted. And, although it is tough here, it's during this time, like I say, 10 days on lockdown really takes you in. And it's really made me realize how much of my spiritual practice I've kind of, let slip a little bit. So it's woof, I'm having to use all of my tools to stay centered. But when we look at the life here, we have simplified our lives. So it's actually not that bad, it's not that tough. We don't have a heavy reliance on other things because, it was the simple life that we went to get to. So, it's we're finding it easier. Like I say, we already grow our own veg, we've been planting more and things like that. We're used to time internal, me and the guys that are living here as well. So it's, it's like, right, okay, we can do this, because we've done it, but it's still bringing things up. So be prepared. Things are going to be brought up here. Okay. So, right, I'm just going to have a look at what's being said here. I hope that made sense about the Aries moon, and then we will see what the cards are in store for everybody. Right, okay, so what have we got? Right. How do we navigate all this and stay positive with help from people like you? Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you. We still have no shutdown in ignorance in New Hampshire. Yeah, it's mad. Just do it yourself, you know. Do it yourself. If you're not doing it, it's just crazy. Right. Sorry, I'm just reading a few of these so I don't miss any questions or anything. And then, yeah. I need that great awakening, haven't been my true self in decades. Yeah, because we don't allow ourselves to be. This is the thing, you know, we're still bound by the restrictions and the things that are imposed on us by society, you know. And this is going to break all that apart. You know, this is what we've got to do. This is why I'm saying it's about waking up. You know, life is going to be different after this. It is. It's not going to be the same, you know. And this is what it's saying. It's almost giving you a blank canvas. What is it you want? What is it you truly want? You know, because, you know, there's no point just sitting dreaming about one day, someday. This is one day. This is someday. You know, when our mortality is questioned, that is when most people suddenly do something about it. You know, when I've said this time and time again, you know, if somebody is given a terminal diagnosis, that is when they decide, you know what, I have a bucket list. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. You know, you should have a life that you don't need a bucket list from. You know, that's the way. This is what we're all meant to do, to be authentic. You know, unless we are all authentic, this cannot, you know, the world cannot work, and we will continue to go through this pain. This is what happens with the tower moments. You know, it's forced change. The universe gets sick of you doing it. You're sick of waiting for you to do it yourself. It comes and it pulls the rug from under your feet, and it's painful and it's chaotic and it's destructive. But you know what? You know, when all them bricks fall, you realize that you were imprisoned. You realize you were in this tower. You know, nobody in fairy stories is actually, they don't want to buy a tower and live a whole happily ever after. They're enclosed in this tower, and this is what is happening here. It is breaking us open. We are realizing what is valuable. We are realizing that every breath we take is valuable. We are realizing that listening to the birds outside and seeing the springtime come up and then plants come up, and being able to be in nature and just be in it, that is valuable. You know, look at the shops have shut, okay, in England. From what I've been being told, the shops have shut. People are going to parks. People are going to nature. Now, these people probably didn't go to nature before that, you know. But when the consumerism is stopped, this is when we go back to basics and we realize what is always there for us. Mother Nature always provides, always. And the same with, like I say, Chiron, you know, wounded healer. It will show us our wounds, but then it will allow us to nurse them better as well. So it's tough. It's tough. It's harsh. I feel sorry for so many people. You know, I have so much empathy for people, because it's like, fuck, you know. Luckily, a lot of us have done this kind of spiritual awakening, this dark night of the soul, on numerous occasions throughout our life, you know, trying to find, you know, the seekers, the dreamers, what is it we're doing, you know. And none of it is easy, you know, none of it is easy, but it is so worth it. And now when it's forced upon you, it's going to be tougher, but the only way to get through this is to go through it. And that's it, and come out the other side, you know. So yeah, it's tough. Oh, right, let me see in there that it's pumps. I always see the introverts win this one. It's not about winning, you know. That is the thing. That is the thing. This isn't winning. It isn't about winning, you know. I think us Virgos will get through this fine. Yeah, Virgos are, yeah, they're used to the shit, aren't they? Been so caught up in life that I've fallen off the spiritual path. Now's a great time to get back on the path. Exactly, Paul, exactly. And this is what happens. I likened last week, I likened this to the Hanged Man. And this is what happens with him. He realizes that he's been devoting so much of his time to his material and mundane world that he has let his spiritual side falter. And when shit hits the fan, it's our faith that gets us through. You know, we need to keep that faith. And this is what the hangman does. So he pauses, he resets, because he knows that when he moves down and he gets off that tree, I think it's death that comes after it, complete transformation. He knows his life will never be the same. But that is the beauty of it. You know, that's what the storm is all about. Oh. Yeah, I didn't live until I got a stage 4 diagnosis. Exactly, you know. People are scared of dying, and it's like, but you know, be scared of not living. There is a difference. There is a difference with that. My quarantine is bearable because of the cherry blossom in full bloom outside my window. This is it. Last week they said to me, look at animals and look at nature with this. You know, when we're awakened, we see the beauty in things. You know, even in the ugliness, we see the beauty. My cabin for a camping trip got cancelled. Oh, there's a lot of things being cancelled. Love Maya, these aren't personal readings. These are for the collective. These are for the collective. So I'm sorry, I'm not looking at that. With the information I've said, you know, if you take it and put that could answer your question. So right, I'm going to start. Yeah, this is, like I say, with the Aquarian age, we realize that this is, you know, it's not I, it's we. That's it, you know, it's we. So what cards am I going to use? I think I'm going to use these ones. Yeah. Hold on. No, I'll do that afterwards. Cards just called to me there. Right. Okay. So we'll start off with Aries, and happy birthday, Aries, as well. It's not that happy a birthday, but you'll get through it, you know. Oh, right. Okay. So this is for Aries. Right, and can I just say before I start these readings as well that these are general readings. If you check your sun, moon, and rising sign as well, you know, because sometimes they can resonate as well. But I cannot read, these are not personal readings, they're general readings. The only way I can look at you and your personal situation is if I read for you personally. And like I say, at the moment, I'm not taking personal readings. Probably in about 2 weeks' time, I will be. But these are just general, they're collective, okay? They're not personal, although they may resonate with you. Yeah, I always say when I drop the I is when I began to heal. Exactly. Right, okay, so Aries, what has this one coming up for you? Aries, you're really, I feel within this, okay? I really feel, Aries, that you are a lot of pentacles here. You're feeling very, very grounded within this, Aries, okay? And it's like, I mean, if you look at Aries are always going to be all right, okay? Because they have these survival skills. And like I say, one of my dear friends here, I mean, he's he's lived all over the world. You know, he's lived in the wilderness. He's, you know, he's a great man. He's like Bear Grylls, but better. And I phoned him just the other day and I said, are you okay? You know, do you have food and everything? And he said, Tanya, he said, I always have 3 months supply at least, you know, of food. So he's, you know, he does that. And this is typical Aries. So what this is saying is this new moon is so you can actually see, right, okay, this is what I have. I'm safe. I'm secure with this. But I really feel within this, it's almost like it's going to give you a change. It's going to give you a spark to do something that is stirring in your soul rather than just about your security. So you've got that security, but I feel there's a big heart opening for Aries here as well. I also feel as well that Aries are, you know, are good with boundaries kind of thing. And this is it, you know, it's you're really saying, look, this is something that I'm doing this by myself, you know, I'm sorting my options out. But I feel within the next 8 days, Aries, you are going to have a thought or a download or something like that that is going to propel you into your future or for your future security to guarantee that it stays the same as where it is, you know. So at this moment in time, currently, there might have been a bit indecision this last couple of weeks with you, Aries, but you know, you're gonna find that ram strength again, you know, and you are gonna go and be forward here. The only thing I want to say to you here is be careful about your ego. You know, sometimes use your fire to fuel rather than to burn. Okay, be assertive and not aggressive, because everybody's tempers are frayed at this moment in time. Okay, and Aries can often be a bit blunt with people, you know, so try and have that little bit empathy. But I feel you will be starting something new. You're resourceful, you're innovative, they're saying here as well. And when you're introverted, this is when your ideas start. Okay, so like I say, stay out of your egoic mind where your ego is going to tell you to be in fear and that you've got to fight and whatever, and go into your imagination. And when you're in your imagination, you can create whatever you want for the future. So this is a time of big creation and innovation, they're saying for you, Aries. Okay, should I pull spirit cards with these as well? It'll take me ages, but yeah, I'll do them. Okay. Right, so this is for Aries, spirit card for Aries. Yeah, there's a lot of healing to be done for you here as well, Aries, okay? But you can get through this, okay? Just keep your eye focused ahead and, you know, allow this healing. Be brave, be the warrior with yourself here as well. Yeah, the clouds are parting, Aries, I feel. Right, so spirit card for Aries, please. Spirit card for Aries. I hate it when they take ages to come out. Oh, there you go, there you go. Right, okay. There you go, Aries. Heart's desire. This is just what I said. You are being showered with love. Your time of waiting will soon be over. All of your heart's deepest desires will be fulfilled. This is what I said in here. You know, it's not just about this structure. It's like open your heart, Aries. You know, this is one of the things, like I say, Aries often have, I love them, but they have boundaries over their heart. Open their heart, because when you keep it closed, it's not just keeping you protected, what you think, it's keeping you segregated. When you open it, it opens your life up to so much more. Okay, so that's it. You know, allow your heart and your head in unison, Aries. So Aries, Taurus. New moon, Taurus in Aries, Taurus. Right, okay. Taurus. Right. I mean, it's weird seeing these. I mean, the last one I'd done, I was just saying how powerful the energy was, but it was all really positive, but I still feel it is in a way. But what this is saying here for Taurus, okay, is you're really, I feel it's going to be a bit heavy for Taurus. I mean, it's going to be heavy for everybody. I know that, I'm not dismissing that, but I feel Taurus, there's a lot of things that you're holding on to from the past, okay? A lot of things. Taurus are often stubborn. I like Taurus though. And the control thing, I think, with Taurus is going to be a problem here, okay? It's about letting go of past hurts, letting go of resentments, letting go of your old wounds, allowing them to show themselves. This is going to be tough for you, Taurus. It's like you're looking and I don't want to go there. The thing is, you have no choice but to go there, okay? So it's like I say, there's this big battle, I feel, between moving on and, letting go. This is where I feel almost like a tug of war. I feel you're going to be in with yourself here. But what they're saying here again is you need to stop this feeling of being in control, Taurus, okay? This is showing you where it's highlighting to you that this could have been maybe a cause of some of your problems. It's highlighting to you how freaked out you may get if you don't have control. So it's control that is kind of knocking at your door and going, hold on, we need to speak here. Now this doesn't mean you can't plan. There's a difference. But when you're trying to control everything around you and the situation, and it's situations like this that are out of your control, this is where your shadow is really going to be highlighted with this. Now, I feel what you need to do here is don't fight it, okay? Don't fight it. This is by trying to fight it, you're just using energy, and it's going to be harder because it's coming anyway. It's like King Canute, wasn't it? Trying to hold the waves back. It's not going to happen. Allow these waves to come. Think in a different way as well, because this is kind of giving you a get out of jail free card, Taurus, and it's giving you the chance to breathe, to experience abundance, to be more creative in yourself, and to kind of see that if you leave things to their own devices, they will go their own way, and that is cool. You can enjoy that. It's taken the pressure off yourself here. The tower is falling, but there is big transformation for you, Taurus, okay? Allow it to fall. You cannot keep them bricks up. You cannot. They're coming down. Let them, okay? Right. I'm really calm at the moment, more calm than I've been in a long time. Is that we had to feel this? No, it's just that deep knowing, Sally. It's that deep knowing, Right, so this is for Taurus. Come on, Taurus. Yeah, just let go. Let go and let God, as they say, Taurus. Okay, there you go. That's the fella. Right. Emotional breakthrough. I love these cards. Emotional transformation, release, freedom. It is safe for you to express how you feel. Let it all out. Relationships will deepen as a result. There you go, Taurus. That is your message. You cannot say clearer than that. I've really got a ringing in my ears there. What's that? Right, okay, so Taurus, Gemini. So remember as well, those that weren't on, I am today, as when I finish this video, I will be going on to Facebook, and I have set up a private page, which is a Love Buddha group, and it is the Love Buddha Lounge. If you want to be on that, I'll be doing more lives. I may do some personal readings at sometimes, whatever I'm called to do, but I will be putting tips on how to stay safe, how to stay grounded, and I will be using that every single day. Okay, so it's a great way to connect if you want to, okay, or if you feel you need to. So right, Gemini. Go. Right, okay, Gemini, I don't know what the link is with the Olympics there. They've just showed me the Olympic rings for some reason, and I don't know. Gemini. Okay. Right. Right, okay, this is interesting, Gemini, because I feel, Gemini, you're air sign, yep, so you're very usually in your head. What this is saying is this Aries moon, this Aries new moon, is going to really fuel your inner fire, your creative fire here, okay? And what it's almost like what is bad for your heart is good for your art, okay? So I feel some Geminis, if they're not already doing it, they're going to be writing, they're going to be painting, they're going to be creating, they're going to be doing something, okay? And it's almost like they're going to feel alive. Yeah, I'm really getting, there's a lot going on for Gemini. I'm feeling it bodily here. So it's almost saying if you stay in your head, Gemini, this is going to be much harder. You know, if you're not in your heart, it's going to be hard for you, because you're going into the unknown, okay? But when we're going into the unknown, if we ever look, you've got the moon there, right? And I love the moon, because to me, the moon is it's a place where artists and madmen mix, and it's fantasies, it's mystery, it's darkness, it's you know, it's not a bad place to be, you know. I mean, you look at it like a full moon, you know, it stirs something in us quite primal, you know. And this is about not being feared to delve deep into this, you know, not being afraid to delve deep into what is coming out. Now, this could be in writing, you could be pouring your feelings out into this, you know. But what it's saying here is, again, switch off your head. If you're going to use your head, go use it to meditate, because meditation is what is going to help you. I feel within your meditation, this is where you're going to get inspiration during your meditation, right? And it's balancing the two here. And this is going to allow you to see the truth of who you truly are. It's going to allow you to come into alignment, and it's going to allow you to almost like what you have been waiting for. You know, this is the kind of like the kickstart that you've been waiting for, because I feel with a lot of Geminis, they're saying here, a lot of your thoughts have been to the bad that has happened with you, or the negative, or things that you have kind of, you know, seen in your past as to not be good. Whereas this is giving you a chance to, if not just release them, to defeat them as well, by going into your spiritual self here, okay? So this is what this is saying. This is where your secrets, and this is where your hope and healing will come, Gemini, okay? So I'm really liking this, okay? But be aware, your ego is going to want to come and be on lockdown with you, you know. I would not let it in. It is not the best lockdown buddy that you could have. So yeah, Gemini, I hope that makes sense as well. Some of you might be having problems with your back, or like your head as well, you know, but I feel this is just tension. I'm a Gemini and you just give me chills. I just tuned in the beginning of the Gemini reading. This was exactly what I needed. Thank you so much. De nada, Haley, de nada. Thank you. Right, okay, so Gemini. Right. Magic, Gemini. This is it. You've got to remember your magic. It says magic, blessings, transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and an open mind. So this is what it's saying to you. Like I say, keep that mind open rather than closed, you know. Let your imagination in, and let your creativity just used as a ground for that. All of my information is on my website, which is lovebuddhatarot.com. If you go on there, all of my information is on there, Love Maya. Okay? So, right. So that's Gemini. So who do we have after Gemini? Who do we have after Gemini? Hold on a second now. I don't know if I need to turn that down a little bit. Right, Gemini, Cancer. 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 Right. Okay, Cancer. Right. Okay, I feel, and this is quite, they all have kind of a similar theme here. But what I'm getting here with Cancer, right, is I'm liking this because Cancer is, the South Node's in Cancer, isn't it? The North Node's in Cancer at the moment, yeah? So, yeah, because what this is saying here is that I really feel a lot of your old ways of being, a lot of your old quirks or, how would you want to say them? Self-sabotagey kind of stuff. Okay, that's grammatically not right at all, but that's the way they're showing me it. Things that you have always thought, oh, well, this is who I am, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. This is changing. And you're learning how to do things different, okay? So you're learning, but you're willing to learn. You're ready to go back to being a student here. You're being open here. You have you've opened yourself up to, I feel, spirit, to a more spiritual way of life rather than being wrapped up in your emotions now. You're almost like, right, okay, you're checking them, you're checking in here. I feel relationships are going to deepen as a result with this over this time. So it's almost like, even though you know this is a tough time for people, it's almost like you're really going to get in touch with your emotions and be safe to express them. Because Cancer has a lot of emotions, and a lot of times when they don't understand them, this is what can send them into a self-sabotage. But with this, it's almost like you're welcoming this transition. It's like, you know what? It was pretty hard being wrapped up in all of these emotions. Now I understand them, and I have the time to understand them and delve into them. And I find this connection to a higher source or a higher self. I realize that I can actually be in joy, and I can enjoy life so much better. And I can create the life I want. So it's almost like you're finding your magic during this time, this is beautiful, Cancer. What a beautiful reading. At one time, I feel with this, you would have spiraled into this depression or spiraled out of control with your emotions. But you realize now that, hold on, that was making me really tired. That was making my life a struggle. Now you're accepting things as they are. And with this newfound connection to spirit, or this newfound flow of love running through you, you realize that I can express my emotions clearly. I'm safe to do that. I'm secure within my emotions, and you're grounded within them. This is beautiful, and you're ready to share them with others, to say, right, okay, what can we do? What can we do together? So this is it. It's not this like kind of little crybaby Cancer that there used to be. This is like, right, okay, emotions, their feelings. How can I share them? How can I understand them? And then other people will understand them as well. So yeah, real clarity of thought coming through for you during this time. Isn't it strange how, in the darkness, we often find the light that we've been struggling to find for years. So, right, Okay, so Cancer, spirit card for Cancer. Blessings. Blessings, you are being showered with light. Your creativity is being stirred, activated, and set alight. An endless stream of rainbow color stems from your heart. Now, this is such a beautiful card. Look at the red in that. I'm really finding it. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this, you know, and I think you're going to find this passion and stuff like that, you know. It's great, Cancer. Well done. Right, okay. Honestly, you know, we have mass crisis and pandemic, and then you still get dickheads, you know. It's like, really, we got a troll. Yeah, hide them under the bridge. That's where they're meant to live, isn't it? Okay, I feel it, you know. I feel it in my head when they come on. Right, okay. Right, so Cancer, Leo, we're on to Leo. Leo. Right, okay, Leo. First thing I'm getting with this is it's almost like I'm feeling like Leos are tigers, lions. Sorry, tigers. I don't know. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Yeah. So what I'm getting with this is Leo is trying to put off this isolation. Okay, they're not wanting to do that. It's almost like they don't want to be put into that cage, because if they're in that cage here, who can see them perform? Okay, this is what's coming through here. So it's almost like I feel as well, there's a little bit of they don't want to go in the cage, and they don't want to go inward as well. Sorry, I'll just have to turn this off. Can I phone you back, please? I'm just doing a live. Okay. Love you. Bye-bye. Yeah. So this is it. It's almost like this, you know, if you ever tried to, like, you know, if the dog's raining, you're trying to get it out, and it's like this, I'm not going anywhere. And this is what I feel is coming through with Leo. But what I feel within this is, like I say, this fear of going in the cage, this fear of going internal. Okay, and this is, again, it's this is where the control is coming, you know. It's like, right, okay, I need to keep this control. But what it's saying here is that, you know, there could be, by going in this cage, or by going into this cave, they're saying, okay, this could be an internal cave. I feel you could find a passion, or you could find something in you, almost like a magic wand that you have had hidden. Okay, this could be a new idea of something that you're going to do for work, or, you know, something to change your career in some way, or something that could enhance your career, and something that eventually could bring you more status and more security, because that's what you like here. But it's almost like this is the beginning for you, but you're looking at it, Leo, and you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not going in there. But what they're saying is this, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to. You can do, like I say, what you want. But what this is saying is this is a great opportunity for you to learn. You don't know everything, Leo. Okay, you don't. And if we say, we are always teachers and students, so there is always something to learn. And they're saying there that this is an opportunity for you to learn to be grounded, to learn more about yourself, about your emotions, and to learn more about your spiritual self as well, you know. But it's like I say, you need to go in it. Things are changing for you, Leo, and you can't change that fact. You can't. You know, you can sit on the fence, but eventually you're going to have to choose which way here, you know. And like I say, there's this determination, you know, with you there, this strength of not, I'm just getting this like, oof, not budging kind of thing. But it's like I say, your emotions are coming up anyway, because this is where you need to do the work. And this is where you're going to be tested over this next couple of weeks. Okay. So yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it, Leo. You know, I like it, but it's yeah, you've got to do the work. You've got to do the work, you know. This is what you've got to do. And you're going to be given time to do the work as well. You know, time to do the work. It's not about what you've already achieved. Okay. It's almost like I'm seeing medals for some reason. Medals, you know, like when you used to do swimming in school and you used to get all like the trophies and that. I'm seeing like them stacked up there, but it's like, yeah, that wasn't the work, you know. You kind of don't get medals for doing this work, but you get freedom, you know, real freedom. So yeah, that's what it's saying here. So right, okay, spirit card for Leo, please. Come on. Got a tiny few trolls there, have we? Come on, Leo. Come on. It's like I say that, no, I'm not going in that. I'm not going in that box. Come on, right. Okay, then. Right. Divine will. And this says, your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Trust. Let go of fear and apprehension. You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience, all manifest in perfect timing. So this is, I always see this like an ovum, you know, I always say that. So this is something new for you, Leo, okay? There is new life kind of emerging with this, but it's like I say, it doesn't matter how strong-willed you are, the will of the universe is stronger. Okay, so fight if you want, but it's a fight you will lose, you know. So you might as well just say, right, okay, you know, surrender to it. It's what I say all the time about like with spirit. It's like, yeah, I'm spirit's bitch. You know, I stopped fighting them a long time ago. I just do whatever they want. Right, okay, so who do we have next? Virgo. Oh, there's one just fell out there. Come out. Right, there's two fell out there. Right, okay, Virgo. So what this is saying here with you, Virgo, as well, is again, now Virgos are usually grounded, okay? But what this is saying is there is a, I don't know, I feel there's been pain, Virgo, okay? There's been pain. There's been this feeling of being wrapped up in your thoughts, okay? Virgos like to analyze, okay? That's it. It's not that we like to, it's we cannot do anything else but do that, okay? And we are very quick, or it's very easy for us to get wrapped up in our thoughts, okay? And I feel there's something of an emotional level that has been there, okay, where there's pain connected with it in some way. And this could be past pain, and it's like I say, you're feeling it. It's almost like that wound has opened again, which is what Chiron will do, okay? So this wound has come, but it's almost saying to you here, see the bigger picture of this. See the bigger picture of what is actually going on, you know, because it's almost saying like, see it from above and see what's happening here, because all this is doing is this pain or this old wound that is coming up is allowing you to kind of see it in a different way, okay? To see, right, you know what it is, whatever I feel in my heart, I've got to go for. I've got to do that. You know, it's having this like kind of bravery and courage to put your thoughts aside, you know, that analytical side of you, you know, on paper might not make sense, but this is be brave. What would Aries do within this? And Aries would, you know, they go forward, you know, they go forward all of the time. So what this is saying is by opening your heart, you can kind of yeah, this is actually turning quite beautiful. Yeah, it's by opening your heart here, okay? You can have this relief from the analyzing thoughts, from the, you know, what this, what that, what, you know, from trying to analyze the situation. You know, you've got to open your heart, be bold, be courageous, you know, grasp life by the horns kind of thing, you know, use this Aries, use the Aries ram, you know, and use them horns if you need to, because it's saying here, you know, that there is, yes, there may be pain in the past, but there is also beauty in the past as well, you know, and Beauty and the Beast. I don't know why they're saying Beauty and the Beast to me, but there is a choice that needs to be made. There is a secure vision coming in here. There's a real, I like this. There's a solidarity. I don't know why they're saying solidarity, but solidarity is the word there. There is a peace coming for you. There is a security. I want to say as well, there's somebody kind of could be gunning for you in a way. Okay. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, I mean, in this, the state of these affairs, and there's still, you know, somebody with bad thoughts towards you kind of thing. I feel this is a female energy, and it's just don't buy into it, you know, like the trolls, like I say, throw them under the bridge here. But, you know, this is coming out here as, you know, you're coming out as the Empress here in with this Virgo. And this is saying that is where you take action. That is where your future will be, you know, and that is kind of, you know, what you need to do. The healing you need to do here that is being brought up for you, this old past pain, is send love to it, send love to the situation, sell love to yourself within it, sell love to anything that's involved, because this is, like I say, this is something that can be healed. There's changes coming. You might be a bit indecisive. This is only because your head's coming in, but it's like I say, you know, go with your intuition here and have faith and trust. Okay, in faith and trust. With faith you must. I don't know what they're saying to me there. With faith you must. With faith you must. They're saying, I don't know what that means, but yeah, there's a big spiritual lesson that has been here, Virgo, and it's like I say, you know, it's you're going to get through this. You really are. This is on another worldly level, if that makes sense, you know. So don't make it a human drama when it's actually about Dharma, if that makes sense, you know. That's my motto: no drama, just Dharma. So right, so Virgo, what's it saying? Yeah, but this moon is, I feel Virgos could be a lot more psychic as well, round about this Aries moon. Ripple effects. I don't know what ripple effects are. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. What's that story? That's what they're. Beauty and the Beast. I can't remember. I really fancy watching some old cartoons like that. Right. Okay. So. Right. So this is the card for Virgo. So this is ancient knowledge. And this says, there is a flame inside of your heart, a light that stems from the dawn of time. Ancient love and ancient knowledge are being rekindled. Close your eyes, connect with and feel the love and wisdom you hold. Let it flow out from your heart and transform your life. That was bizarre. As I was reading that, I was actually getting like a pull. It was like there was like a rope inside my stomach, and it was like I was being pulled. That is so, so bizarre. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for some Virgos. Your work buddy might be getting the sack and you think she would come after you in her case. Yeah, like I say, whatever that was, it's done. Do you know what I mean? It was very like I say, we're talking about Beauty and the Beast there, but this was a very like kind of Wicked Queen energy, you know, like mirror mirror on the wall kind of thing. So right, so who do we have now? Libra. Libra, what have we got for Libra? Yeah. Just it was really funny. I've just bent down to get it, then proper banged my head. But the mad thing is when I've been doing these readings, there's been a song in my head, and it's what's that one? Like a woman once said, "Ain't that a kick in the head?" Oh, look, he can one behind me. Yeah, when I've gone down there and I just got it. That's because I wasn't actually giving the song out. Oh man, my life. Right, okay. So Libra, what we've got here. Yeah. Classic. This is the first card that's come out for you is the Hangman, okay? And this is what I talked about last week. It wasn't it, about this situation? So it's going from the security into the kind of heart kind of thing. Look, we've got the Ace of Pentacles there, and we've got the King of Cups, you know, but the way that they are in the reading is like that, you know, so it's this is the one that's first. So they're saying there's a bit of, I would say, disillusionment, a bit of disappointment, a bit of a like meh feeling around, okay? But it's saying that there's something to learn in this, okay? Rather than sitting in this kind of wallow, there's something to learn in this. And it's saying here, I mean, you know, it's coming out with your card here, and it's almost, again, like I say, I want to show these cards just to actually show when we have the King of Swords there. I mean, if we look at the cards there, look at the actual colors of the card. To me, that is cold. It's kind of Game of Thronesy, you know. It's like, you know, that guy's got his sword across him. You know, he doesn't look welcoming. You kind of wouldn't want to meet him on a dark night, kind of thing, down an alley, would you? You know. Whereas there, we have the King of Cups. Now, there's a much warmer. Now, this guy thinks with his head, and this guy thinks with his heart. So there's a big difference there. And what this is saying is that this is the way to go. You know, you need to learn to think with your head. Again, psychically, I feel there could be more psychic things coming up. I feel there's I mean, this is a really, really good reading, Libra. If we take from where the present is and see what the gift is, what the present actually is in this. So, you know, what we've got here is it's almost like your ship coming in, okay? We've got happiness, we've got abundance, we've got the Sun card. I mean, you cannot get any better than that. This is a really positive reading, and it's almost saying to you, cut yourself some slack, Libra, okay? Really cut yourself from some slack. Things are changing, you know, you are moving, and, you know, allow it, because it's like I say, the more stoic you are, the harder it's going to be. Your world is going to be grayer and colder, okay? By opening your heart, you're opening it to all of this color. You've got there, I mean, you've got, there's the 9 of Cups there, this is happiness and contentment. You've got the Sun card, the most positive card in the deck, which is where you find your own inner light. We have the 3 of Cups, happiness, enjoyment, connection. We have the 2 of Cups, which is the meeting of minds. And then we have the Judgment. This is it. This is almost the final phase, So, like I say, this is when the Fool meets in Judgment, it's when he looks back at his past, he forgives it, he forgives himself, and there you go, success, and he becomes the Fool again. So, this is a really good card, but what they're saying here is you need to go into your darkness, Libra, and find the balance within this. Now, Libras are all about balance, okay? So it's like I say, finding the balance in here because there's something new to grow, and it's almost like I'm getting this. It's like right, okay. So we're getting maiden, mother, crone, okay? So when we are the maiden, this is within witchcraft, within Wiccan. We are the maiden. That is when we're young and we're all innocent and whatever. And this is represented by the moon that way. I don't know how to say it. I haven't got my witch book here. I would have showed you it. So then we have the mother, which is when we become kind of responsible, and when we kind of get to this phase of life where we're maturing. And then we become the crone, and the crone is when we have the wisdom, and the crone is basically when we don't give a fuck about anybody else and what they say, because that you have that wisdom, So it's like I say, I really feel this is talking about this Judgment comes, and then you get this crone phase, okay? So I hope that made sense. Sorry, it was a bit disjointed there, Libra, but I'm going to pull a spirit card for you as well. But yeah, just get the balance right here. Get the balance right. Yeah. Free will. Okay. So this says you have free will. You are free to make your own decisions. Just remember that you need to take responsibility for any choice you make. Meditate and see what your heart says. Okay, so like I say, this is it. Everybody has free will. This is what I say to people when I do personal readings. The cards will give you advice, but it's up to you whether you want to take it or not, and I believe that we can go the long way around, or we can take the advice, so yeah. Hi, Spirit. So who are we on now? Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio. Hi, I'm Libra and was just planning to start meditating again. Thanks, Tanya, for confirming I should do that. No problem. Right. Okay. So what have we got here? Scorpio. Right. So Scorpio, I feel with Scorpio with this, there's a kind of, I feel there's other people involved in what is going to be going on for you in this next couple of weeks. Okay. And it's almost, I feel you may find that you start to have like quite a few money worries. Now, I'm not saying that they're right, everybody in this situation. I'm not taking, this is why these cards are quite hard, because, obviously it's a very different external environment to what we normally have. But within this, it's almost like I feel you could be regretting the decision you've made. You might have decided to take a new job, or you might have not decided to take a job, or you might have decided to be somewhere else at this time, okay? And you're kind of regretting it. I feel there was something that you thought would make you secure is now going to come back and go, right, okay, maybe I'm not secure. Maybe I didn't do the right thing, okay? What they're saying here is you followed your heart, okay? So you can never make the wrong decision when you follow your heart. You made a choice and it's live by it. You can't actually beat yourself up because of the choice that you made, or you can't beat somebody else up because of the choice you made, okay? So what this is saying is cut yourself a little bit slack. Don't get into your head about it, Scorpio, okay? Because you like I say, you're like a dog with a bone at times here. And what it's saying is you're safe and you're secure where you are, okay? You might just be a little bit bored because there might not be a lot of drama going on, okay? And you like that. You like something to get your teeth into. But what they're saying here, Scorpio, is this is a time to actually sit back and start to see what is it that fuels your desire, okay? What is it that actually makes you go after something? What is it that you feel the pull of, okay, that might not actually be in your best interest? So it's what this is saying to you is it's really going to highlight the healing that is being highlighted within this time for you is all about desires and wants, okay? So if you make a decision on what you want at that particular time and then it turns out to be not what you need to see that, hold on, you didn't think that through. It was something was shiny, I want it, and then you get it. And sometimes it's be careful what you wish for, okay? So this is where, and it's saying to you here, you might not want to do this healing. You might not want to go into this because there might be some fear or whatever is coming up. You're trying to block it out. You can't block it out, okay? You need to kind of take that plug out that's been there, because there's kind of getting an overflow of emotions. And in order to free yourself, this is what you've got to do, like let it all out here, Scorpio, okay? But this isn't a bad reading at all. Trust that this is for you, okay? It might not be what you want and you're used to getting what you want, but this is exactly what you need at this moment in time, okay? So, there you go. That one just flew out, didn't it? As soon as I picked them up. Right, okay. Speak your truth. It says stand up for what you believe in, regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth no matter what others may think. It's time to stand in your own power for all the world to see. And this is what I think with this, Scorpio, as well. It's like if you make the decision, then own it. This is it. Own it. People will respect you more for that. If you then make the decision you don't like it and you blame somebody else, that's not going to go good for you. So this is about just owning whatever you do. Okay, own it. Right. Right, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I'm going to have to light a cigarette there as well. Starting to get a bit of a bad head. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Right, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Right, okay. Interesting. Right, okay. So again, and I'm sorry if all of these sound very similar. The vibe that is coming is very similar with them. There is a part of yourself that you are holding back, Sagittarius, which is very creative and it's almost like I'm feeling here you are afraid or scared to step into your power. It's almost like you're happy putting 60% in, because then, you don't have to try, if that makes sense. But I don't feel you have to try anyway. It's almost like there's something that you're holding yourself back from and you're not actually pushing yourself forward. However, I feel that this could be new work as well, but it's almost like you are being given the green light to go ahead, to step into your power, to step into your creative side. It's like your inner spark is being fired, and it's firing you up. These passions are coming that you can't stop. Okay, but I feel these are very creative passions here. Some of you may be involved in the occult in some way, and when I'm saying the occult, I mean in like tarot, Wiccan, stuff like that. It's almost something that I feel you may find fascinating, but you've been holding yourself back from diving into it. Okay. But what they're saying is this time is going to give you a time to explore things that you may have thought about, but you kind of stood on the edge looking over, but you've never actually dived in. And this is what is coming with this as well. Okay. And I feel that whatever it is you start to explore could eventually, in the future, when all of this shitstorm has blown over, it could eventually bring you riches. So it could be something that you end up doing for work, for career, or something like that. Okay. So yeah, you're getting a lot of aces there as well, so this is really talking about going deep to see what this is wanting to give you here, and looking at things from a different angle, because there's a lot of, I feel you've disappointed yourself in the past. So rather than do something and not do it right, you kind of put off and you hold yourself back. What this is saying, don't put pressure on yourself. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process. And this time of being alone or in isolation will allow you to actually start to enjoy this and really get in touch with your intuition, okay? Because there's a determinedness coming through here with you. I feel there's support within this, and things are going to change for you, but in a very positive way here, okay? It's already coming for you. It's already coming for you, Sagittarius, so you can't actually put it off, okay? Stop trying to resist it. Just allow it and enjoy it, okay? So your own inner saboteur is going to be the person that's speaking to you during this time, okay? And like I say, I don't feel you should listen to it. I really don't. So, spirit card. Yeah, you're going to realize where you're your own worst enemy. There's going to be a realization of that, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, spirit card for Sag, please. La Natura, I love this one. This is, you will give birth to something new, something beautiful. An idea manifests, the beginning of a new and wondrous journey. Blessings. So there you go, Sagittarius. This is it. It's like a new birth of something, a baby, but I don't feel it's a baby. It's like this is your baby kind of thing, creatively. So, Sag, that's Sag. See what happens. Sag. Capricorn, yeah, Capricorn. So Capricorn. You guys are planting and everything, man. It's great here. I absolutely love it. Yeah, we had on Sunday, I woke up and the guys had made breakfast, made eggy bread, which is amazing. And then I decided to make a roast. So I made a roast. I took sage from the garden and made sage and onion and stuff and rosemary and everything. And we sat down and had that and had far too much wine and listened to the blues. And yeah, it was it was pretty idyllic as Sundays go. Right, okay. So, Capricorn. We're on to Capricorn now, Jennifer. So there's Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces left to do. All the rest have been done. Capricorn. Right, Capricorn, I'm getting this song Changes by David Bowie straight away started. Changes started playing there in my head. And I feel that there could be, Capricorn, there could be changes around the home. Now, I know that with what's going on, do you know what I mean? The home is very important and nothing can be done in this time. I know that. But what this is saying is there could be an idea around the home, around a living situation. You could actually decide that you want to do something new around the home. You want a new home, you know? So whatever this is, it's giving you a determination for your future, but it's connected to your home space, okay? Or your place of home here. And it's saying what you've just shared that on Facebook. So this is saying here, it's almost like, don't worry about not having the money to do it. Okay, it's going to be there, because what it's saying is, oh God, getting a real bad head there. What it's saying here is, it's almost like, you know, you might be worrying about money. I want to do that, but I can't. This is saying to you, you can, you know, you can do it quite frugally, is that a word? But it's about your happiness here, okay? It's about your happiness. So it's really connected to a home area here. Now, there could be a partner where you're like, you know, they don't want to do this, or you do, but it's almost like, you know what, this is the heart of your home. Your home needs to be where the heart is, and this is what it's saying. So I feel transformations, it's almost like changing rooms here, you know. You might be decorating during all of this chaos or something, or getting ideas, and it's really giving you the chance to actually clear out and clean out old energies that have been there. Now, this could be, this could be connected to a house that, you know, has been left in an inheritance or something like that, but it's making a decision about what to do, you know, and this will give you security for the future, but it will also give you peace of mind here as well. Okay, so this is really, really good. So you're going to use this time of unknown to get clear thinking, and you're going to be sparked, okay? Sparks of inspiration here. And I feel you can do it. So, like I say, it's not about holding on to money here. It's actually about, you know, you have it. Why not spend it on making a place nice, you know, making it your home? Too many of us save, and then it's like for a rainy day, and sometimes that rainy day doesn't come. Okay, so it's saying to you here, you know, look at it, balance the books, and you will be able to see that you can actually do what you want to do. Okay, so I like that one as well for you, Capricorn. Yeah, it's a little plot twist. That's what they're saying. You know, this whole thing has a little plot twist in it. I don't know if there's an energy or what in here, but my head's really, really hurting again. And this happens towards the end here. Right, so Capricorn. Come on, Capricorn. What's your card? Yeah, there could be letters, or you could be looking for deeds to houses or something like that. Yeah. Planning. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Come on, man, Capricorn, please. Spirit card for Capricorn. Is that one? No, it's not. It's not nearly there, but it's not. Right, okay. Right, okay. There's two here. Right, okay, this is interesting. So we have Infinity and Angel over me. So one of them says protection card, angel wings surround you, trust, replace fear with love. You are eternally held safe in my arms, within the arms of an angel. And the other one says, dearest one, rest within the light of your soul. Feel my spirit alive within you, the spirit of the goddess of nature and of earth and stars. Accept the love and light we shower upon you. I really feel for Capricorn, if some of you are really having this problem, with fear at the moment. I mean, I know everybody is in fear, but for some reason, Capricorn, there's the spirit wanting to say you will be safe, okay, or your home is safe. Okay, there's a safeness around your home, almost like a bubble, I feel. Okay, so right, 2 seconds. I'm just gonna burn some Palo Santo here. This is ridiculous. I love this smell. Spot on. That made sense for you? Yeah. Yeah, give a little thing a smudge as well. God, I love that. Right, okay, so that's Capricorn, so we're on Aquarius now. The age of Aquarius we're in as well, you know. Is anybody actually feeling excitement for this? I know that this is crazy shitstorm that's going on, but is anybody feeling this, like that there's something changing? Are people feeling the shift? Just got an eerie feeling then, in a bad way, Magic? Yeah. People are feeling it. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. Oh, Mother Earth is healing. Yeah, most definitely feeling a side of excitement. It's an odd change. Yeah, it is. It's odd. It's weird. We haven't experienced, but you think we'll come out of it with a different mindset. Yeah, not anxious, but there's something on the horizon. Got a cold feeling through me. Right? Yeah, you know, because I feel. What was I going to say there? There was something I was going to say, and it's completely gone. Yeah, I mean, these are crazy times that we're living in. Really crazy times, okay? But we need to realize that this is shaking everything up, you know, everything up. And there are powerful times as well. And if you look at the times of any revolution, things have changed, you know, things have changed within this. And we were due one, you know, it's been hundreds of years since we've had something like this. But it's a new way of being. Tell you what, I'm going to do Aquarius and I'm going to do Pisces before I start to let this in, because for the people that are sitting waiting for theirs, you know, it's kind of not fair. So yeah. Sorry, yes. A lot of stuff coming through with this. And I feel what is interesting, sorry, saying this as well, is the fact that stuff that I've been saying for the last couple of years, now there are, and I'm not just saying I was the only one saying it, I'm not saying that, but what is happening now, there are people from all over the globe that are coming in with the same messages that I've been getting. So we've all been getting this collective message about what is going to happen and what this is all about. And that is great because it's validation for me as well that I'm getting the messages clearly, but the fact that these people are all seeing it in the same way and seeing it with the same eyes, is really, that should give you some hope and belief and everything like that in it, because things are changing, but change is good as well, and it's the only thing that is constant within our lives, change. We don't like it, but it's good. It's really good. So, right, Aquarius. I really feel there's a little bit of panic coming in for you, Aquarius. I really, really feel that. But it's like, don't take on what's not yours, Aquarius, okay? That's what they're saying. So I feel there's a collective panic. I feel you're trying to shut yourself off, shut yourself down, shut your emotions off. But all that is doing is just making them absolutely worse, okay? I feel you're taking other people's stuff. You are feeling the emptiness, the fear of the world, very empathic here. And this is going to stop you from going forward. Now, Aquarius, is you're usually level-headed. You're usually level-headed thinkers. You know that you're all right, okay? You know you will get through this. I really feel if you can, Aries, go out in nature and try and go in nature here, because that is going to soothe you. I know you can't connect with people on a physical level, but that is kind of, this could be what is coming up for healing for you. The fact of you where you need this connection, or you need this kind of where you're feeding from something as well. What is actually feeding you, or what is feeding your demons here? And they're saying here, it's kind of, be softer, Aquarius, okay? Be softer, be more flexible around this, because that is going to actually help you within this situation. This is going to help you to succeed. If any of you can do yoga, please try and do yoga, because this is saying to you that you need to stand almost like on one foot, like kind of tree pose. And it's saying, know that you are safe there. It's almost like I feel you need somebody to lean on, or if somebody's leaning on you, then you feel better. But this is saying, this is going to show you how much of an attachment you have to that, okay, and where you get your security from that. But what's going to happen here is you're going to have to get into the security of your own security, if that makes sense. This is where you're going to grow. This is where you're going to now there could be a connection with the mother here as well, Aquarius. There could be something with the mother where some wound connected to the mother or females is actually highlighted for you during this time as well. And it's almost, I feel this is where this deep wound goes back to, the kind of needing or the kind of feeding somebody else, okay? This is where it is. But it's almost like I feel your ideas around love and connection could change during this time, okay? Because it's really coming in to show you that there's stuff to learn on the emotional realm. They're saying, I don't know why the emotional realm, but that sounds all very Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? But yeah, this is what I feel is coming in for you, Aquarius. We'll have a spirit card for them. Hey, turquoise. Honesty, Aquarius. And this says, love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself, discover what it is that you truly desire, then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with love and compassion, and know the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. And this is what I feel is very, almost like with this reading, make sure you are doing things from love and not for love. Okay, this could be highlighted for you at this time where you're doing things for this love rather than from love. There's a big, big difference in that, Aquarius. Okay, so last one, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I really feel strange here. Really feel strange. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. It's really windy here today. Really, yeah, the winds are a bit crazy. Pisces, why am I getting Doritos? Hi, Tanya, you look radiant. Hope you're hanging in there. Thank you for doing these readings. No problem, and thank you for that. I think it's just my light. I think that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Right, Pisces, for some reason I was getting Doritos coming through for you. I don't know why they want Doritos. I don't know why they want Doritos. I don't know why. Right, okay. So Pisces, I feel this next 2 weeks, your struggle or your challenge is going to be having patience. I mean, Pisces I love them. They're the dreamers, they're so creative and beautiful. But this is about having to have this patience. Like, it's going to be a battle. I think some of you will want to move. You'll get quite restless, restless feet here, because you're what you're having to do is you're having to be kind of logic and like the right brain, left brain together. This is going to force you to do that. And I think this is where some Pisces may struggle. It's almost like, when you see a child, and they just get bored and they just looking for something to do, or to cause mischief or something like that. And I feel what's going to be highlighted for you, there's going to be some sort of loss that is going to come back up. Okay, something that you've lost or something from the past that you have been scared to delve into, that you have been trying to block out. Okay, in these quiet moments, it's going to come out. But it's coming out for a reason. It's coming out for a reason, because it's coming out to allow you to flow again, because where you have tried to block this off, there's been a blockage. And this is coming out to kind of bring the sun out to you again, bring the sunshine out for you as well. Because there's almost like this stuff you need to share with others, okay, but you've been keeping it to yourself, Pisces. And this, I really feel it's a case of, I kind of need something here. I'm getting like Oliver, and he's like, please, sir, can I have some more? And it's this bravery that he's actually asking for that. Whereas in the past, I feel you've been like, no, I don't need to ask. I can just distract myself and whatever. But this time is really going to highlight where you have a loss or a lack. And it's going to highlight it, but it's only highlighting it so that you can heal it, okay? You haven't been looking at it. You haven't been wanting to delve into it, but it's coming up for healing with you. So it's like I say, allow it, because once this is cleaned and healed properly, then this is where you can get back on and you can get back in the flow, because there's something being sticking. I don't know why they're saying sticking you rather than stuck, but they're saying there's something being sticking you. That would make sense for somebody, but I don't know what it is. But Yeah, they're saying here that it's really, I don't know, I'm getting little like little fuses, I think they are, you know, like what you put in electric, little fuses. Yeah, it's almost like replacing your fuse if the connection hasn't been right. I don't feel, and that's why you've been kind of struggling. But with this, it's about, right, okay, allow this wound to come up. It's coming up because it needs taken care of, okay? It needs to stop being there. It needs healing, it needs cleaning, and then it can cover over. And it will always be a scar, I feel, you know, but a scar has to have, like, a scar is, it's almost like a battle wound, isn't it? You know, you've been to battle and you've came out victorious. And that is what I feel is coming in there for Pisces. You can resonate with that, Jennifer. Thank you. Come on, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. So like I say, remember, after this, I am going to go and open up the Love Buddha Lounge on Facebook. If anybody wants to go there, there'll just be some positivity, some little tips on how to get through what we're going through. It's a place to connect and a place to just kind of hang out as well. And I'm just going to wing it and see how I run it as I go. Right, okay, right. So Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Oh, Pisces, please don't fall out there. Yes, it did. Moon Goddess, and this says a time of necessary upheaval is a blessing in disguise. As the dust settles, the gift reveals itself. So this is it, Pisces. You know, it isn't bad for you. It's unblocking a block. Yeah, this is what's going to happen for you. Okay. So right, that's them all done. And yeah, it's Kali, definitely Kali energy here. So, right, okay, I hope they made sense. I was called to pull these. They've been calling to me when I'm going to do these. Are a beautiful deck that I don't often do readings with. And they're very cosmic and spiritual, but I really feel there's a need to do that at the moment. One's just fell out there. I thought it was going to be a big thing, and it just says yes. Just say yes. And I love in the book with this one as well, because they're really like heavy, deep messages that come from this book, and I love them. And this is 28. I'll show you in the book here what it says. So yeah, can you see that? Yes, 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 yes. Don't overthink it. Just say yes. Have you ever heard that Elliott Smith song? I'm sure I put it on my playlist last week when I was doing the playlist. If anybody hasn't got it, it's bit.ly/Love Buddha, capital L, capital B, and that's a playlist that I put on last week. But yeah, it's Say Yes. It's by Elliott Smith. And it's wow, it's one of my favorite songs. I love it. So there you go. Just say yes. It says, and this is it. You know, this is all we really can do. We need to accept this situation. What's going on? It's not great. You know, it's it's bad, but there isn't anything we can do about it. You know. But we can just keep our head while all around are losing theirs, kind of thing. So like I say, I've done this for the new moon tonight. Tomorrow I will be on again with just a little one, seeing whatever spirit want me to do tomorrow to help guide people through this. If you do want to join my Facebook group, please go to Love Buddha Lounge on Facebook. And like I say, I don't know what's going to be on it yet, but you know, I have a lot more freedom there to be able to post what I want rather than on these. I want to keep doing these as well. I don't want to take it straight all over to Facebook, because I know some people haven't got that. And you know, I just want to be there for whoever needs me. Okay, so please stay safe. Okay, stay home. I know it's a bit of a, well, there's not just ourselves, and just staying safe. You know, this is it. Staying safe. You know, like I say, wash your hands, but make sure your mind is as clean. Continually wash your mind. Every time you wash your hands, wash your mind as well. Okay, because you know, we can get germs and viruses in there as well, and you know, they can take us on a journey that isn't too healthy for us as well. Okay, so I'm sending you lots of love, and like I say, Love Buddha Lounge on Facebook. I would love to see you there. Okay, Sat Nam.